Hey guys, so I did a video a while back on why you should ban Genji on Braxis Holdout. And while Genji's really good on Braxis because of the camps and how that's all set up, and how fast he can do the boss, and just the top lane ganking, the bottom lane ganking, I wanted to share a little bit on why you should always be banning Junkrat on Alterac Pass. Now, I don't think he's as good as Genji is on that map, but I do want to share that he's really, really annoying to deal with. So first, there's a lot of things that you can be doing on Junkrat to be really annoying. One of my favorite things, and I'm not great at it, is this right here, where I place a trap, and then I will bait the enemy into this trap, and then use my W to knock them into tower range. And I usually can do this on most people, and it's not too hard to set up, and you can do it a lot better than this. Because you can bait them closer to your towers and knock them over a wall. But I still usually end up getting a kill even if I bait them in there, because it's almost too obvious to bait them anywhere else. So the first thing is play Junkrat decently. You can't just pick people on these maps and call it a day. But if you can play him decently, I want to show you particularly why Junkrat is so busted. In order to do that, we have to fast forward for a little bit. There's a lot of things you can do with Junkrat as well. I love Junkrat purely because he's a hero that does a lot of sustained damage, and he has burst with his ultimate ability. So you can do really, really well in a variety of things. He does a decent amount of physical damage, a decent amount of spell damage. So he just kind of works with a lot of different comps. Anyways, I'm going to continue speeding it up. He also has a lot of wave clear, so if you're ever on a map like this, he can clear up the objectives very quickly. Look how fast we're clearing up mid with myself down there, and now we clear up bot while I'm down there. I get a kill, and I believe I get another kill too, right about here. So he's a very powerful hero on this map, just because you can deal with wave clear easily, you can do the camps rather quickly, but I want to show you one thing in particular, and I even messed this up, but this is the reason why you should be banning Junkrat. You see, I go up here and I place a trap, and then I walk away, and I will simply just leave it here for a second so you can see why we're doing this. I'm going to pick anyone on this side. We're going to fast forward and just watch. That's all. So you can see we start walking away as we're not really doing good in this fight. We actually kind of got wrecked in this fight. Now watch. Do you see how I only have vision on this Rhaegar? Now watch him try to channel. He tries to channel, boom, interrupted. He tries to channel, boom, interrupted. He tries to move and then channel. And he realizes no matter where he moves, he's going to get interrupted. You see, the thing about this is you can literally interrupt forever. And I actually messed up here because I used all of my Q charges. If we go back to Junkrat, I was helping out my team, and I used all my Q charges. As long as you only hit them when you need to, you can effectively stop someone on this side and someone on this side from channeling forever, because you're always going to get back 4 charges in 12 seconds. It takes 3 seconds to charge, and so you can interrupt 2 different sides for the duration, and you're still okay. This time I don't have my Q charges, so I use that. Now I just have to rely on guessing whether or not they're channeling. Boom, there you go. There's one. He's channeling again. There's another. He's channeling again. There's another. And I can do this all day long. They will never win this objective. I was able to keep them stalled, despite the fact that they won the team fight. They literally beat us in that team fight, and there was nothing we could do about it. In trying to take it back, but we didn't need to take it back. And I'll show you there's other areas where you can use this and get a lot of value for this. So for example, I'm going to fast forward for a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I do with this to even push it further. Get camp, I stall. So now my team's going to go get a camp, and the enemies can't do anything about it because I'm just going to stall them forever. Now we do have the KTZ here. He doesn't need to be here. But that's really what I wanted to share on Junkrat. And I know I'm sorry for all those Junkrats out there. Sorry for everyone who's playing on this map that doesn't ban Junkrat and you get to play it. But hey, for all of those that watch my videos, if Junkrat slides through on this map and you want to practice Junkrat, I will say he's a pretty difficult hero to play and get good at. But if you are decent at Junkrat, start doing this. You place the W for vision so you know when they're channeling, and then you fire off your Qs. This works if you're on blue side, it works right here, and if you're on red side, it works right here. And so about 50% of the times you're good. And the only challenge is when you end up losing all of these walls and the enemies are playing a little bit more aggressive. Then it gets kind of hard. But right now, as long as you have your fort, it's pretty easy to just kind of take a step back over here and be okay. The easiest way to counter this is by playing Stitches. If they play Junkrat and they're sitting right here, after they interrupt you once, you just send a hook over, pull them over, and kill a Junkrat. But because I saw that Stitches was in our team, I decided to go with the most annoying way to play Junkrat on this map. So I would recommend, if you're not going to pick him, maybe think about banning him on this map. Thank you guys all for watching, and feel free to check out my other videos.